Greetings, beloved. How y'all doing today? Happy Friday. I am the Moon Mama, and what we are in? Oh, we are in the energy of the Aries full moon, and Aries is the beginning of the zodiac. So we are in sort of like a spring, a new beginning, a birthing of ourselves. Today is a Venus day. Venus is the planet that governs our capacity to restore ourselves. Art, music, relationship, food, rest, the ways that we care for ourselves. And Venus is at the final degree of Leo. So Venus is finishing up her time in the Leo constellation or Leo mansion, where she has fallen in love. So many of us are in this experience of relationships shifting. Hi, oh, those are the celebration birds. They're parrots that are here in California and Los Angeles that somebody bought here because we're not that tropical. We're a desert. And when they fly over, I know that it's time to celebrate because something amazing is happening. Yes, 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 celebrate. Okay, great. So we have had this opportunity where we have fallen in love, right? Or relationships have been up quite a bit. And so that could be a relationship with yourself, a relationship with work, or something that feels really good, something that you've been really excited about, something that has been getting your heart energy going, right? And now Venus is about to go into Virgo. And in Virgo, Venus says, when Venus gets to Virgo, Venus says, okay, look, I love you. Like when I met you, all the fireworks went off and my heart was racing, and, everything that I ever think I needed, I feel like you might have it, but let's lay it on the table. Let's see what we got here. That's Venus in Virgo. So Venus is going into Virgo today, and Venus in Virgo is discriminating. Venus in Virgo wants to know the what's, the who's, the how's. Venus in Virgo is like, wait a minute, before I really get invested here, what are we doing? What are we working with? Let me see your credit score. Let me see what we're really working with. Not so that I can discriminate or judge you or make you wrong, but so that I actually know what I'm working with. So I know what will be required of me here. And that is Venus in Virgo. And so I know that's going on all over my life. The thing that I think is so important that astrologically right now, we are in the throes of a huge change. And in the astrological community, there are a lot of conversations that are being had that I don't really know how to talk to lay people about. I don't even know how to talk to myself about it. But I will say that there is an idea that's being passed around and has been for many years that the realities are going to split, that there's going to be some energetic split in our dimensions and our realities that is going to be felt in ways that we have never experienced before. Sort of like a split, like it's your energy. So, it's like we're going to be, so like in the Age of Aquarius is where you are only in your own dimension. That is it. So I was having a conversation here via just in the messenger, my last video with someone about the voting thing, and they were saying that they disagree with me. And so what I want us to all understand is that we're not here to agree or disagree with one another. We're here to live into our own integrity. So my integrity for myself has nothing to do with anybody else. I just share so that everybody can find their own way, right? Because I have the astrology. Your integrity and how you live your life, what's your truth, has nothing to do with anybody else. And we see that showing up in ways like lately, like I'm in communities where people are open marriage communities where spouses are having other partners and still together and raising family. That's they're living in integrity with their lives. That's nobody else's business. And we're not here to judge one another. That's the problem, is when we judge one another. And so I've been in communities where, I've been in communities with all gay women and how they live their lives and how they run their relationships. And that's nobody's business, because as long as they're in integrity with themselves, That's all that matters. The same is true for our political views or anything. It's important. I'm not saying this like a mind your business kind of thing, like a ego kind of thing. I'm saying this like a cosmic thing. You are your own universe. You are your own universe, and you are emitting your own frequency and signal, and what you are creating is yours and nobody else's. Be in integrity with yourself and restore yourself by really loving yourself, by really honoring yourself, and then not having that have to do with anybody else. So one of the things that's challenging in this voting thing is that we want to make other people wrong for their stance, and I get that. I really get it. I'm just saying the energetics are not true for that. And when we do that, we will suffer, is what I'm trying to say. We will suffer. And my work here is to, as a healer, to assist us in healing patterns of separation. That's why I do this every day. And one of the things that I'm noticing right now, that many of us, including myself, we're in this rock and hard place scenario. To me, the rock and the hard place scenarios where you don't feel good with something and you don't feel good without it, right? You can't get yourself, it's like being stuck somewhere. And so if you're in a situation where you're feeling stuck, here's the thing you have to do, or you get to do. You don't have to do shit, but you get to look at where you are holding on. Look at the energy that you're holding on. So I have been in a rock and a hard place scenario where in the past, I've had rock and a hard place scenario relationships where I'm in a relationship with somebody and I'm having a really hard time in the relationship with them. And then I end the relationship thinking, this is really driving me crazy, I'm done. And then I end the relationship, and when I'm out of it, I'm having an equally hard time without them. So I'm like, oh, I'm in a rock and a hard place situation. I'm unhappy with them, and I'm unhappy without them. So I know it has nothing to do with them. It's all me. When you can't find your way. And so in those situations, what I do, for me, I have to come into my experience of feeling it deeply. And it's painful. It's agonizing. It's like, what the fuck? Are you kidding? I can't figure this shit out. I don't feel right anywhere I am. So I have to be fine with the discomfort. And then I ask my ancestors to help me. That's when I know that I'm dealing with something ancestral that really isn't mine. It's an energy coming through me that I need to ask for my ancestral guides or my spirit guides to come and support me, because in my own human construct and human thinking and behavior and pattern, I can't see the way clear. I need help. And so that's what I do. I ask for help. I do rituals. I sit with it. And then I pay attention to what's going on in my life, because we will project out where we are inside. So I go and see, where are other people in my life in rock and hard place situations, and how can I see, if I can see the solution for them, then that solution can also be something that I see for myself. So the moon today is in Aries. It's still in the full moon phase, and it's going to be in a square with Jupiter. So that's about your faith in yourself, right? Aries is about the self. Aries is you. You are the answer. You are the solution. Nothing and no one else. Like, first and foremost, you. It's the put the oxygen mask on yourself first energy. That's Aries. Aries is going to be squaring Jupiter today. So that's about faith in yourself. Faith in your ability to fulfill your own potential, because Jupiter is in Capricorn. It's squaring Jupiter in Capricorn, and the structures are coming down. So you got to have faith in something. It's going to be squaring Saturn, right? And so do you have the discipline to build new structures, to put in the time, the commitment, to also understand cause and effect? Aries is a cause. So what you're focusing on now is going to come to fruition. What you're putting your attention on, where you are living right now, is going to increase. In your consciousness, what you're living in your consciousness is going to increase. So you want to be sure that you're living in, at the very least, that you're living in a space of gratitude for all that is, even the struggles, because gratitude opens the way. So if you're going through something really hard, I'm so grateful for this thing. Oh my God. Yesterday I was saying, I'm so grateful for this suffering I'm doing because I'm suffering around something right now. It's like, oh, I'm so grateful for this suffering because then that opens the way and I won't be stuck in the suffering. And then also Mars retrograde is going to, in Aries is going to be, and the moon, I'm sorry, I'm talking about the moon, not Mars, but Mars is there too. The moon is going to be squaring Pluto. And so this is painful, okay? And Chiron, so this is all painful. I have not said that yet. This is all painful. This is all uncomfortable. This is all, and the thing to do is if you cannot find your way out of it, ask for help. Ask your source for help. Ask the God in you for help. Call somebody who you trust, who has vision. Call somebody who is not going to dive into the muck and mire and nastiness with you. Call somebody who can hold you to a higher standard and help you see yourself through it. Because that is what is required. While this moon is in Aries and all Chiron, our wounds are there. It's Mars is in retrograde. It's really intense, and the new moon is there. So the full moon is there. So all of this energy is coming up. So it is an opportunity for you to get clear about who you are, and if you cannot get clear, ask for help. This is like Aries is about birth. So literally, it's like call a midwife and allow yourself to breathe and feel it and push when it's time. But you have to ask for help. Okay, I am the Moon Mama. I encourage, today is Venus Day. So if you'd like to give donations, if the work that I'm doing benefits you and blesses you in any way, you can do a Cash App at $, it's $, Monique Ruffin, Cash App. Or, the hummingbirds are here, 2 of them. Or Venmo at $, Monique-Ruffin. And so, I'm so grateful for all that you guys offer. And I know that we're going through, challenging times right now. And it's my intention to be of service. It's my intention to help because to me, astrology is like a map. It helps me know where I am so that I'm not as reactive to what I'm experiencing, right? And the cosmos will give you that information. So I love you all. Peace and blessings. Have a wonderful Friday. I'll see you again tomorrow. Bye-bye.